Hey friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. Now last spring I had the chance to take a really brief test drive in the new 2014 Lexus IS sports sedans. The rear-wheel drive sedan from Lexus is their entry point when it comes to compact luxury. And now I've got the luxury of taking a little bit more time to spend with the 250 IS sedan. Now of course the 250 is the base model. You can get the IS 350 with a larger engine. This one has the 2.5 liter engine with 204 horsepower and a 6-speed automatic transmission. And I always like the opportunity to take the base model of any car out and see if it's just as nice to drive as the more expensive and more fully loaded model, in this case the IS 350. So let's take a look. When Lexus revealed the new IS, we saw that the company previously known for less exciting style actually had some daring and risque DNA in their toolbox all along. Up front, the IS got an aggressive version of the brand's now familiar spindle grille and bold headlamps with the LED daytime running lights separated. It's a look that didn't sit well at first, but it's starting to grow on me. Another interesting styling element is the character line that twists its way along the lower rocker up into the tail lamps, creating a well tied together three-quarter view. It's sporty and aggressive, yet remains elegant enough to have a place on a Lexus. The cabin continues the design theme which began in the larger GS and LS sedans, with a horizontal dash layout and a sweeping flat console that creates a T effect. The cockpit is laid out snug with all the controls easy to reach. Materials are of a high quality, and as expected with Lexus, the switchgear feels precise. The sport steering wheel has a nice thick leather rim and paddle shifters even on the IS 250 entry point. The instrument cluster is crystal clear in its delivery of important information too. You know, this is probably one of the nicest interior designs I've seen from Lexus in a long time. It has a nice buttoned-down, business-like appearance that's not form over function. It's focused on the driver with all the controls sort of in a black and white theme, and I just like it. It's sort of what BMW used to be like 10, maybe 15 years ago, back when they were still the ultimate driving machine. It's just a nice layout, and it doesn't have a lot of styling elements that distract you from the business at hand. There are a few things I want to note though. First of all, on the Plus, this control puck here that you use to control all of the settings up here on the screen, I've always liked this from Lexus. It's really easy to use when you're on the go, and it's got this nice intuitive click that lets you not only see what you're doing but feel what you're doing. I just love it. Now, what I don't necessarily love is this screen up here. You can tell it's in a big screen hole, but it's actually a smaller screen. And so it sort of gives you the perception that you didn't really spend enough, you didn't buy enough into the brand to get the nicer screen. And we all know that there is a larger screen available on other models. So it was just sort of a little bit of a, really? The other thing is on this particular vehicle, it's got a package that includes not only these nicer leather seats, but genuine wood trim. But this genuine wood trim actually looks like fake wood. And it's just sort of, you know, another one of these really moments, because I've been in a lot of cars with fake wood that looks real. It's really good looking fake wood. It's just, you know, when you spend up to get real wood and it actually looks fake, you can do better. There's a console-mounted knob for drive modes, Eco, Normal, and Sport, which allows you to adjust response and feel of the throttle, steering, and transmission shifting. Part of our luxury technology package was heated and cooled seats, as well as memory driver settings. You know, if you're looking at the Lexus IS, chances are you're probably not that hung up on rear seat space. If you were, you'd probably be looking at the ES or one of their larger sedans. But if you are one of those freaks that wants this car and rear seat space, well, the good news is you're not going to be that disappointed. There's actually plenty adequate space back here for legroom, and I'm 5'10", and with my cowboy hat on, there's still plenty of room above my head here for headroom. The only thing that I really found a little bit interesting back here is you can actually see the zipper lines where the seat upholstery is put together. It's not a deal killer, but sort of an odd detail in a car that costs this much. On the plus side, our optioned Mark Levinson premium audio system with its 835 watts and 15 speakers with Dolby 5.1 surround simply knocks your socks off with its sound quality, and as stated before, it's easy to use on the go with the console-mounted puck or dash-mounted knobs. Under the hood is a smooth and refined 2.5-liter dual overhead cam V6 engine with 204 horsepower and mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. While it doesn't match the power of the larger 3.5-liter V6 available, I found it offers up plenty of fun. Here we go. Nice sound. Shifts are nice and crisp. Yeah, not bad for a base motor. Of course, we're doing a little more than 60 now, but you got the idea. Coming up to a curve here, I'm going to put my foot on the brake, brake. Transmission throws me a nice downshift, holds the revs up as I go back out. Very nice. Even though it's an automatic, it knows what I want. So I'm coming into another curve here, brake. Nice little downshift. It's just got a nice sound to it. The chassis is nice and solid for being a base model. I'm going to come into another curve here, brake. Throws me a little downshift. Off we go again. This is just a fun car to drive. It's got a nice willing spirit. It doesn't make you feel like you didn't buy in quite enough. And that's really saying a lot. As you get into performance and handling, a lot of times when you don't get the full model, you don't get the full performance, or at least you don't get the full driving experience. Brake. This is fun. I can tell you that when using the transmission in manual mode via the paddle shifters or the console shifter, it's as responsive as they come both in upshifts and downshifts. Combine this follow your orders persona with a solid chassis and I think this car is a winner. The best part of the IS250 is that it's rated by the EPA at 21 miles per gallon city and 30 miles per gallon highway with 24 miles per gallon combined due to its smaller engine. In our week of testing, even including the hot shoe driving you just watched, we averaged 27.5 miles per gallon for our week on a tank. Well friends, as I wrap this up, I gotta tell you this is the first time that I've been impressed enough with the base trim grade of any model car I've tested that I'd actually buy it. And so I guess that gives it away. The 2014 Lexus IS250 is the second vehicle of 2014 to go on our I'd buy it list. I do like it that much. So as we look at how we score it this week, you know, this is no disappointment going with the IS250 over the IS350 unless you just really want that extra horsepower. The powertrain is just as refined and the 6-speed automatic transmission is plenty adequate. 8 speeds you get with the IS350, but 6 speeds, still plenty of gears. That interior is very nice, exceptionally comfortable, and the quality is top-notch. So this week I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. I hope you enjoyed the ride. For a more in-depth review and photo gallery, see our report on gasmiler.com.